is drink beer for breakfast. All I want to do is drink beer for breakfast.
KPAM News Time 7:41. It is the first edition Beer Geek on News Talk 860 KPAM, brought to you by Anctil Heating and Cooling. Hard to say, easy to work with. Regular listeners to this segment are familiar with the Beer Geek's friend Lisa Morrison, the beer goddess, who was also one of the owners over at Belmont Station on Southeast Stark. And we have her to thank for our next guest. He is Luc De Raedemaeker, author of the Belgian Beer Book, joining us live from Belgium. I think you're our first guest from Belgium, Luc. Good morning.
Morning. Hi. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you so much for coming on the show. And you've got a new book out. We'll talk about that in a minute. But first, just a question for you. And our listeners are fairly well educated when it comes to craft beer, but sometimes ask the Beer Geek what a Belgian beer is. So for somebody from Belgium, how would you describe a Belgian beer?
Oh, Belgian beer, it's all about tradition, savoir-faire, and know how to brew. And it's like a tradition from centuries and centuries. It's just like beer is our DNA, and that's Belgian beer.
So you've written the book, the Belgian Beer Book. It's 702 pages long, and you were recently singled out by Forbes Magazine as one of the top beer books of 2016. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So 702 pages, what will folks find in your book?
Oh, we're talking about Belgian beer culture. It's like history. It's like how to brew, how to taste, beer pubs, beer restaurants, beer food pairing, beer tourism. So everything around Belgian beer. And of course, we give a nice description of a few Belgian breweries and a few Belgian beers. So it's like a complete work about Belgian beer.
So how does a Belgian beer differ from like the beers we know here in Oregon? Of course, we do have Belgian styles here, but we're used to IPAs and pale ales and stouts and that sort of thing. How is a Belgian beer different from that?
Oh, we have some like very, very old traditional styles, like our Guus. It's like sour, wild fermented beer from Brussels. We have like wheat beer. And then we, of course, have our triples. They are bottle fermented. And we are using some well-known Belgian yeast. And the Belgian beer, it's about balance and quality and drinkability. I love Portland IPAs. I love West Coast IPAs, but they're like very extreme and very straightforward. And Belgian beer, it's more like tradition, balance, and really they are soft and smooth. That's what I like about Belgian beer.
You know, it seems as a foreign concept because it is to a lot of beer drinkers here in America, and a lot of people say, I don't like the flavor profile. How does somebody get their palate used to drinking Belgian beers? What's the way to really get into appreciating all of the different flavor profiles of something, as you said, is very different from a West Coast IPA, for instance?
Oh, you have to try a lot of them. You have to drink them like every day and try different brands, try different styles. Come over to Belgium, go to traditional Belgian pub, ask the barman or ask the owner to serve you a special beer. He will serve you a special beer from his region, from his favorite brewery, from his favorite brewer. And little by little, you will get adapted to the taste of a real Belgian beer. And especially for our Guus, because it's really sour, it's really complex, it's very hard to discover the taste and to appreciate it. You have to be very a mature beer drinker before you can enjoy a real our Guus. It's really a challenge to do it. But like I said, exercise it, try it every day, drink it every day, enjoy it every day.
I like you.
Thank you.
That's a great strategy. We're talking with Luc De Raedemaeker, who's author of the Belgian Beer Book. It sounds like the beer culture there in Belgium is similar to how it is here in the Northwest. I mean, a lot of smaller breweries, a lot of really hyper local flavors.
Yeah, of course. But I always say there are two regions in the world I could live. One, of course, my home country is Belgium. And the second place I could live is Portland, Oregon. I really love the town. I really love the way you think. I really love the way you brew beer, you drink beer. You go to the small breweries, go to the tasting room, have a bite to eat, share a beer. That's the way we do it in Belgium. There are quite some similarities between my country and between the Northwest. It's really amazing.
That is very cool. It's quite an honor coming from somebody from Belgium to single out Portland like that. And you're going to be here.
Yeah, I really like it. It's really the way we live, the way we think, and it's very similar to each other.
That's very cool. So you're going to be here next week. You're actually going to do a book signing over at Belmont Station with our friend Lisa Morrison. And this is the only event you're going to be doing in North America. Is that because you love Portland so much?
Oh, yes. The editor let me the choice to pick a city where I could do a book signing. So I asked my friend Lisa Morrison if it was okay to do it at Belmont Station. And, of course, she agreed. So I'm very thrilled. I'm very excited that I can spend a few days in Portland.
Any particular places on your agenda that you want to stop at while you're here? Any go-to places that somebody from Belgium has in Portland?
Oh, yeah, of course. For me, a few breweries like Air of the Ducks, like Cascade, like Laurelwood. We also do an event with Freem because I'm running a beer competition, the Brussels Beer Challenge. And Freem actually won the prize of the best American beer. So the guys are coming over to Portland to share some beers and to do a little event. And of course, I think I like that Portland is a Pavel's bookshop, and I will give him a visit also. So I'm looking forward to come over to Portland.
Well, we are definitely looking forward to having you, and thank you so much for, I know this all kind of came together at the last minute, but thanks for taking some time to talk to us on the radio here in Portland. It's a pleasure to talk to you.
Okay, thank you. You're so welcome.
That is Luc De Raedemaeker, author of the Belgian Beer Book. The book signing, if you're interested, is coming up at 5 o'clock next Wednesday, December 14th, at Belmont Station, 4500 Southeast Stark. And if you need more information, I'll put it all up on my blog by the end of the show at kpam.com. And that is your first edition Beer Geek for this Thursday morning.